Hello, today we're going to be going over excess and shortage problems. So an example of this problem is here. A teacher has a bag of candy. If she gives each pupil 8 pieces of candy, she'll be left with 8 pieces left, 8 pieces extra. If she gives each pupil 10 pieces, she'll need 4 more. How many pupils does the teacher give the pieces of candy to? And how many pieces of candy does she have? Now, a simple way to solve these problems is to use a system of equations. So let's represent the number of students with the variable p and the number of candies with the variable c. So let's go ahead and transform this first equation or first sentence into an equation. If she gives each pupil 8 pieces of candy, so that means she gives 8 pieces of candy to each pupil, so we'll have a total of 8 times p number of candies. This means she'll be left with 8 pieces of candy. So this means 8p equals c minus 8. And we did c minus 8 here because 8 times the number of students is 8 less than the actual number of candies. And the second sentence here says if she gives each pupil 10 pieces, she needs 4 more. So similarly, we do 10p equals c plus 4. In this case, we did c plus 4 because she needs 4 extra instead of having an excess. So after we write down our 2 equations, it's pretty simple. All we have to do is solve for each of the equations. Now, if you don't know how to solve 2 variables, 2 equations, I suggest you watch the video on it. But what we can do here is elimination. So we subtract the equation from itself. We get negative 2p equals negative 12 and p equals 6. So we know p equals 6, and we can plug it back into the original equation to get c equals 96. Oh, oops, sorry. We'll get c equals, c equals 56. All right, let's do another problem. A carton of oranges is to be shared among some family members. If each family member gets 5 oranges, there'll be 3 left in the carton, so an excess of 3. If every family member gets 7 oranges, there's a shortage of 7 oranges. How many members are there and how many oranges are there? So again, let's make some variables. F for the number of family members and O for the number of oranges. So if each family member gets 5 oranges, so 5 times f, because that's 5 oranges for each family member, there will be 3 oranges left. So this will be 5f equals O minus 3, because 5 oranges is 3 less than the amount of oranges we actually have. And for the second equation, if each family member gets 7 oranges, 7f, there will be a shortage of 7, so we went 7 over the number of oranges we had, so it's going to be O plus 7. So like the last one, we can use elimination here and get negative 2f equals negative 10, and therefore f equals 5. So we have 5 family members, and we can plug this back into the original equation as well to get 25 equals O minus 3, or O equals 28.